Hi, so I'm doing a tier list, but not just one tier list, multiple different tier lists. So this one right here is the franchises in general. Okay, so other tier lists I'm doing is I'm ranking every single Zelda game, every single video game console, another Zelda one, mainly because I don't know what the difference is between the two. I think this one might be the better option actually. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm probably gonna make multiple different videos. This is also a tier list of every single, well, I think Nintendo exclusive game, or at least, yeah, it's supposed to be. It's probably gonna miss things, to be honest. That's fine. It is what it is. But I wanted to do this as well. So we're gonna start off with the franchise first. All right. Right off the bat, I can tell you right now, there's gonna be a lot of things on this list of things I have never played before. So let's get rid of the ones I have not played. Okay. It's the official list. Here we go. Alright. Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 are my main ones that I liked. So, Donkey Kong, where you play as Mario, I don't like that game too much. I'm not gonna. That's just my opinion. It's whatever. Donkey Kong Country 4, or whatever it's called, that was on the Nintendo 64, I think is what it was, or maybe it was the GameCube. I didn't like that game. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I didn't like it. So, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 is what I'm basing this opinion on. Alright? I would say, just based on the three games I played that I loved, D is nuts, F-Zero, D tier. I've only ever played one F-Zero game, and it was on. So, okay, so on the Nintendo Switch, there is a thing where you can play old games: Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, Nintendo Switch, or sorry, Nintendo 64. Then one other one, I can't remember what it was. I played one of the F-Zero games on there, but I didn't really like it. It's not for me. Dr. Mario, I played in the past. It's pretty much just Tetris. D tier for me. Fire Emblem. I played a Fire Emblem game for the very first time on the Game Boy Advance, basically the Switch version of the Game Boy Advance. I played one of the Fire Emblems for the first time on there, and I didn't play very much of it. But I will say this: with what I did play, I did enjoy myself. I had fun. I liked it, and I wish I could have continued it. Unfortunately, I can't. It's too late. I no longer have a Nintendo Switch, and that's permanently non-existent. So, with what I did play, I did enjoy. Now, obviously, I didn't finish the entire game, so I'll place this at a C tier. Kirby. I played Kirby for the very first time recently. Again, same situation as these. Well, yeah. I didn't really get into the game. Not because I don't like it, it's just I didn't really have much of an opinion. I didn't play enough of the game to say I liked it. I did play one of the older games, and I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but it's not something I really got into. Luigi's Mansion. I've only ever played the very first one. That's it. I liked it, to be honest, a lot. I did try to replay it on stream or whatever. Um, it's harder to do it on an emulator than it is on the GameCube. I loved playing it on the GameCube. I miss actually my GameCube that I used to have, but I liked the first one. And I'm gonna go and put it as B, which might not seem like that much given the fact that there's these limits, whatever. In fact, let me add one more row because why not? So there you go. It's not as bad. Mario Kart. I played Mario Kart, all the ones that are on the Switch. The Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64. I played those versions of it. But I played Mario Kart 64 when I was a kid, because my uncle had it, and during Thanksgiving, whenever me and a lot of they weren't my cousins at the time. They technically are now by marriage, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, but they all would play Mario Kart 64, play together while we were while we would wait for the dinner to start. That was fun. I liked the game. I was never good at it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I enjoyed. Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii, I will say right now, is my favorite one because all of the characters weren't unlocked from the start. You have to earn them by playing the game. And I like being able to earn the characters and the carts that way. Mario Kart 8, you only unlock the carts that way. You don't unlock characters, which I think is stupid. I don't like having all the characters already given to you. I like that you have to earn them. And I like that about Mario Kart Wii. So, it's fun. I enjoy it. I'm going to go with A tier. Mario Party. I've only ever played one Mario Party game. And it's not as fun to play it against AI or yourself. It's more fun to play with people. Problem is, though, I didn't have people to play it with. I had my roommate, technically, because I ended up getting it from both of us at one point, and we never really got to play it technically together. So, I don't know if it's supposed to be fun or not, but it certainly is not fun playing against, AI. So, I'm gonna redo this real quick. Mario Party, because of that experience, I'm putting on the bottom. It's not fun playing against AI, and I have no friends to play it with. So, that kind of, I feel like messes with my experience. Super Mario, put it up here. I love a lot of the Mario games. I think there's only ever been one Mario game I did not enjoy. But that's it. And I'm not even going to go talk about it. It's just mainly because it's old. That's it. It's the old Mario game that I just don't, I didn't like. And the only reason why I didn't like it is just because of how hard it was. And it's only hard because of, how old it is. Basically, that's pretty much it. It was pretty much the first Mario game, or at least, the first Mario that degree, I guess. What was it, just Mario 1 or something? I don't know. It's the one where, I think after, it has 4 levels each, for each world. Once you get to level 2, which is a cave, you can technically find warp pipes to skip the worlds and stuff. Yeah. I liked that you could go and find warp tunnels to, skip things. I like that there are hidden stuff. I like that. That's cool. I like Super Mario 64. That is one of my favorite 3D games in regards to Mario. I don't like the camera controls, but it's a fun game regardless. I feel like Mario 64, if they ever were to remake it for new gen consoles, I would love them to do that because, one, better graphics, and that they would fix the camera. The thing is, they technically did remake it for the Nintendo Switch, but they didn't really fix the camera. It was still fucked. There were still a lot of issues. They only fixed it visually. It was visually appealing, but mechanics were still fucked. That's my opinion on Super Mario. That's why it's the tier that it is. Metroid. Same thing with these three. I played it on the one console, or on the Switch basically. I played the older version of it. I didn't like it. I played it because I was curious. I don't know which one it was I played. It doesn't give you instructions. Doesn't tell you what buttons do what. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, and because that I just did not like it. I don't know. Sorry. Pokemon. The thing is, I have not played every single Pokemon game in existence, but I have played every single mainline Pokemon game, as well as a lot of the spin-off games. I've also played a lot of Pokemon games that were, I don't know if they technically are considered spin-off, but on mobile. There was a Pokemon game that I used to play that no longer exists anymore, which is unfortunate because I loved that game so much. Melee, I loved a lot. It was really fun. I like unlocking characters, as I mentioned before with the Mario Kart game. I like to unlock characters. I like to have to work for characters I want, as well as experiencing new characters I've never knew were even in the game. I like that. That was fun. Um, and there's a lot of characters I like to play. Some more than others. There are characters I like to play competitively that I wouldn't play normally. There's some characters I like to play normally that I wouldn't play competitively. When I say normal, I mean like, not competitive, not against people online, people, or if I'm playing against like AI or the story mode, or even just against friends just for fun. I'll usually use those kind of characters, but non-competitive characters. So I enjoy this game a lot. I'm putting it as an A tier though. Now, what you see right here, this is not an order. I'm just putting it here. It is what it is. We'll just lump them all together. I may like one A tier more than another, but I'm not going to put them in a specific order. Because that just would take too much time. I have a lot of tier lists to go through. And I have to edit this, which, there's that too. Alright, Star Fox. I've only ever played one Star Fox. I didn't play very much of it. It's going to go here with the rest. I don't have really much of an opinion. Yoshi. Does Yoshi's Island count? The one for the Super Nintendo? Because that's the only one I've ever played. If it does count, I'm putting it with B tier with Luigi's Mansion. Legend of Zelda. I'm not going to even have to really explain too much on that. I love Zelda. I love Pokemon. These two were my top favorite franchises of all time. There's only been one Pokemon game I did not really enjoy. There really isn't a Pokemon game I didn't enjoy. There is Pokemon games I've not played before. The only Pokemon game I technically did not enjoy isn't even made by Nintendo. It's made by a different company. And that was Pokemon Go. I liked it at first when it came out, but as time went on, it became less enjoyable, and it got to the point where I just flat out do not like it. I would every now and again re-download it to see what new changes they've had, but that's about it. It's not enjoyable to play at all. But it's not made by Nintendo, so I don't know if you want to count that or not. Zelda-wise, I'm going to have to get to that eventually, so I'm not going to go into it right now. But yeah, here is the official tier list so far.